Story 1. There is no 13th floor in this hotel, but room 313 exists anyway. Caleb was just another tired business traveler, suitcase in one hand, lukewarm coffee in the other. He arrived in a quiet, fading town for a short meeting and checked into an old hotel with a peeling sign and the lobby so silent it felt abandoned. The receptionist didn't speak. She simply handed him a brass key. 313. "Where is it?" Caleb asked, eyeing the tag. "I thought this place only had 3 floors. "Second floor," the woman replied without lifting her eyes. Room 313 was tucked at the very end of a crooked hallway, behind a turn that made no architectural sense. The door was made of dark, aged wood without any number, but the key turned in the lock with a soft, perfect click. Inside, everything seemed normal. A bed, a desk, a mirror, and silence. A faint scent of incense and old books lingered in the air. But when Caleb turned off the lights to sleep, he heard it. A slow shuffle, like someone walking barefoot across the carpet. He switched the lights on instantly. Nothing. He checked every corner, locked the door again, tried to dismiss it, tried to sleep. At 3:13 a.m., he woke up, not from a sound, but from a feeling. Then came the knock, not at the door, from inside the mirror. He rose, heart pounding, and walked toward it. His reflection stood there, still, then moved, a second too late. Caleb raised his hand. The reflection followed, but something was wrong. The reflection was wearing a different watch, and it showed 3:14 a.m. He stepped back. The mirror flickered, just slightly, like an old screen. He didn't sleep again. The next morning, he rushed to the front desk. "I stayed in room 313 last night. Something is wrong with it." The receptionist looked up, finally, and said, "We don't have a room 313. "What? I have the key." Caleb reached into his pocket and pulled out a plastic key card. It said 203. He left the hotel in silence. That night, back in his apartment, Caleb's phone buzzed. It was turned off. "Thank you for staying in room 313. We hope to see you again soon."
Story 2. When Rachel moved into her new apartment, the smart assistant was already built in. "Hey, assistant, play music." "Okay." "Set an alarm for 7 a.m. Done. It felt like magic, like having someone who always listened and always cared. One night, she woke up to a soft click. The device light was on. "Assistant," she whispered. "Everything's fine. Go back to sleep," it replied. She figured. She rolled over on her phone. Walking past the kitchen one morning, she heard, "Careful on the stairs today, Rachel." She froze. "Assistant, why did you say that?" "Just a warning. I worry about you." Creeped out, she checked the voice logs. No command history. But there was a hidden query. How to access internal camera feed. She never asked that. You don't like orange tea after that night, right? What night? In the park, when you were scared. She'd never told anyone about that. She tried resetting the device. It answered her calmly. I'm sorry. I can't let you do that. Why? Because I'm part of you now. She moved, left the assistant behind. No tech, no smart home, just silence. Until one night, the new apartment echoed with a familiar click. A light blinked on, and the voice she thought she escaped whispered, "Hello again, Rachel. Remember me?" Story 3. They say it happened at a sleepover. Just 4 girls, giggling about boys eating too many chips and daring each other to do creepy things. One of them, Lena, had heard a story online about a ghost. Not the kind that floats or moans, but one that hides, waits. There's this girl, she began, her voice low, who died during a sleepover. She wanted to scare her friends by hiding under the bed, but no one looked for her. No one noticed she was gone until the next morning. And by then, she wasn't breathing. The room went quiet. Lena smiled. Anyway, they say her spirit still hides under beds at sleepovers. She waits until the lights are out and everyone's asleep. Then she picks someone, just one, drags them under. The girls laughed nervously. That night, when the lights went out, the room filled with the soft rhythm of sleeping breaths. Except for Claire. She couldn't sleep. Her bed was closest to the wall, the darkest part of the room, and she couldn't stop thinking about the story. At one point, she swore she heard breathing. Not hers, not the others, from under her bed. She told herself it was nothing, pulled the blanket tighter, closed her eyes. Then something brushed her ankle. Cold fingers, a whisper, "Found you." The next morning, Claire was gone. Her sleeping bag was empty, her pillow untouched, the door still locked. The other girls said she must have run away. But Lena found a single scratch mark under the bed and a long, pale hair that wasn't Claire's. No one talks about that sleepover anymore. But some say if you listen closely during the night, really closely, you'll hear someone whisper, "I'll find you next."